Well, it's that time of the week when we call on Mr. Robin Cross of StoneX in Chicago, and we talk a little lumber market action. Robin, you and I were kind of comparing notes before we came on the air live here. Boy, I tell you what, we have covered a lot of ground in the past 2 years, and we cover the lumber from the lows to the highs to where we are right now. And it looks like we have a lumber market that has really cooled its jets over the past 3 weeks or so.
Sorta. We'll get into this chop fest that we call lumber here, good buddy. So First, let's start with our prices. May's sitting at $876.30. That's down $740 on the day with only 34 trades. So I guess it's better than we've seen it. July is at $809.80. That's soon to be your lead month. That's up $450 with only 11 trades over there. A majority of those 11 trades came via the spread. You know, Marlon, I was thinking about you this morning when I was preparing this stuff. If you recall, just before March's expiration, the lumber market underwent massive swings, right, with an over 91% limit move potential. Literally, that's like record. I don't think we'll ever break that record again. So the CME, to save face, had to try and slow this limit potential. They don't care how far the prices go high or low, but it just can't be stuck at limit up or limit down. So that's why you see these massive ranges. So they did an emergency daily limit expansion of $57 and $86. You combine that with Joe Biden's record-setting 41-year high in inflation, massive transportation at the mill level, and a true daily range of $57, you get the most volatile, uneasy market that I've literally ever seen in my almost 26 years. And our pathetic daily volume is probably a direct result of that chop fest. Realistically speaking, only hedgers with deep pockets and forward sales can take advantage of the lumber futures. Lumber future is no place for speculation. If a trader really wanted to exert their will onto this market, they certainly could. But once you get that position on, there's really no way to get out of it, right? Because there's not a lot of follow-through either way. So, that's our obvious problems. We've kind of been dealing with this for several times. So let's talk a little bit about the cash market. Cash market has been in a complete free fall. Just during March expiration, we got up to 1470, right? That's so huge. That was our second highest close ever, only to get gutted. Print this morning, Random Lengths print this morning came out at $1,005. That's down $465. And if you remember, I told guys repeatedly, cautious at the high. It just didn't feel right. It felt unnatural they were there. It felt like more of a short covering rally than a demand rally, right? So we lost 465 points. That's about $52,000 difference a car. If you would have just waited 2 weeks to buy that car of lumber, you would have saved yourself $52,000, right? And then, so I still think, though, that the market's looking a bit oversold. It really is. We definitely have not confirmed a bottom, but I do believe we're close just because we're going to start getting into expiration season where you just lose that overhead selling. And with it being a discount, you should get some demand through the board. I mean, this is still the cheapest place to buy lumber around, right? I mean, it really is. And, technicals right now are kind of in opposition for the first time in a very long time. We're through the 50, 100, 200 day, and that's going to act as your resistance at this time. So, if you buy it, don't be too in love with it. You buy it, just trade it. This is definitely a trader's market. And that's about all I got, buddy.
Hey, I appreciate
Other than that, happy Easter.
Yeah.
And, thank you for having me every week. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope and wish you all the best.
Well, I echo that, and all the best to you and yours as well for a great Easter weekend. Thanks for all the information you share for our audience. Great stuff, Robin. Take care of yourself. Robin Cross of StoneX in Chicago. I'll come back in just a moment. You know what? We'll take a look at livestock next.